Hi friends, so in this video we are going to learn about how we can convert an infix expression to a postfix expression, and now our actual stack that we have learned will come into picture. Why do we need stack, and how stack data structure can be used as an underlying data structure for converting an infix expression, okay, that we provide to computer to postfix expression. Okay, so this is a very important implementation for stack data structure. So let's see with an example. Let's say we have an infix expression, um, and that is a plus b star c. Then there is a raised to operator and d minus e. So this is our infix expression. And let's say we have to convert it into postfix. Okay, before moving ahead, why do we need this infix expression to get converted into postfix? Because we know that when the computer will scan this entire input, so it has to scan it multiple times in multiple passes so as to evaluate this expression, because for this expression we have different operator at different precedences. So every time it needs to go through the entire string, and then entire part where we it will search the operator with higher precedence and then compute and recompute and so on. But when we convert this into a postfix expression, then definitely it doesn't need to scan this output multiple times. Okay, so that is why we need to first convert the infix expression to postfix expression. Okay, so the theory behind this is we take a stack, okay, and we already know how to declare a stack and the top variable, and then we perform two operations, that is push and pop. We have already seen of this expression how we do push x and pop. Okay, so this way, first we will start with the string, and whenever we see this, and since it is an operator stack, so when we say operator stack, then this means that in the stack the elements would be the operator only, so we won't be pushing the operand into that. Okay, so first we will start passing, and whenever we discover an operand, okay, so we will just we will make one input string like that, and we will write it down there, that a. Okay, so this will be a. Then when we encounter any operator, we will start pushing that operator into the stack. So this plus gets pushed into the stack. Push operation is as we have seen before. Okay, so we push this plus. Then we encountered b, and b is an operand, so we will put this into the input part. Okay, then we took the we encounter star. Okay, so we push that star into that. Okay, now we look into next, we increment the pointer and we come to c. So c is an operand, we put it here inside this input string. It could be an string, or you can take it as a variable or something like that. Let's for the time being imagine that this is the our input string, this is the infix string, and this is the postfix string. Okay, now we encountered c. Let's move the pointer ahead. Now we have this raise to operator, so we again push it into the stack. Then we encountered d, we will write it here. Okay, now let's see, we next encounter a minus. Okay, so when we are trying to push the operator into the stack, we will compare the top of the stack with the look ahead symbol. Okay, so here our look ahead symbol is minus, and on the top of the stack we have raise to operator. We will compare the precedence here. So earlier I was not comparing because star was having higher precedence than plus. So we pushed star onto plus. Okay, and this raise to operator was having higher precedence than star. So we pushed this raise to powered operator on the top of star. But now our top points to this powered operator and our look ahead is minus. So powered operator having higher precedence than minus. Okay. So in this way, we see that when the precedence of the top is higher than the look ahead symbol, then we pop out that. Okay. And when we pop out that, we return this to here. Okay. Now, we will decrement now the top will be decrement to here. Again, we will compare this star with the look ahead symbol. So star is having higher precedence than minus. So we will pop out this star and we will place it here. Now we move the top to this. Now top points to plus. Now plus and minus are having equal precedence. Okay. So when the precedence matches, then what we will do? So plus having higher precedence than minus, and we already know that if in an expression we have plus and minus both, then we go for and check for the associativity. So the first part is computed first, like if comes first, it will be computed first and then we will compute the minus. So we will pop out this plus, we will place it here, and now we put this minus to this place. Okay, so because plus and minus are having the same precedence, okay, so we popped out the plus and we placed the minus here, right? Now this minus we placed. Now we move ahead and we look that we there is e. So for e is an operand, so we will place it here. Next we have reached the end of the string, so this will be so we just covered the entire string, and now we don't have any operator left, and we have minus here in the top of the stack. The top points to minus, so we will since the end of the string has reached, so we will pop out this minus and we will place it here. Okay, so this becomes our postfix expression, right? This way. So if you ask what will be the stack size for evaluating this, it will be equal to 3. Okay, so this is one of the implementation why we are using the stack. So apart from this push and pop operation, we are also using certain algorithms, certain logic behind such as this comparison of operators having higher precedence. So we are using such logics here, and then when the higher precedence operator are there, we are popping up. So this kind of logic we need to introduce. Let's see one more example based on this. For example, if we have this a plus b, and then we have the star, and we have c plus d. Okay, so this is our infix expression, and we have to convert it into a postfix expression using the operator stack. We take the stack. Okay, now we start with this. This is an operator, so we put it here. This is an operand. So in the postfix string, we will add a. Okay. Now this is plus. Now plus and this. See what happens that this is an opening bracket. Okay. This is an opening bracket and this is a closing bracket. So when we encounter this plus after a, okay, so what happens that we have this plus as lower precedence and this is having higher precedence. So we just compare this the top of the stack with the look ahead symbol. If the top of the stack having higher precedence than the look ahead symbol, then this gets popped up, and when this gets popped up, we won't write it here. Okay, so since this is the opening bracket only, so we don't write the bracket here in the stack. Okay, what we do, we just move the look ahead symbol to the next symbol. Okay, so since here we have, I mean, this operator having higher precedence than this operator, and this is a opening bracket. So we need to look for the closing bracket as well. So what we will do, we will move the look ahead symbol to B. So we will write here B. Again, we have this closing bracket. Okay, so for this closing bracket, what we will do, since this closing bracket belongs to this, so here we are checking off this bracket also. Okay, so this is the opening bracket and this is the closing bracket. So when we encounter the first opening bracket, then it should have a closing bracket, of course. Okay, so in this way, we evaluated this, and then we have the plus, so we place the plus here. Now we encountered this star. Okay, so star is having a higher precedence than this. So what we will do, we will place this star. Okay, and after that, this is having higher precedence, so we will place this. And then we encountered C, so we place this here. Now when we have this uh, opening bracket, then we will expect one closing bracket, of course, here. Okay, so if this closing bracket is there, so next we have this plus, then we have this D, so we will write this D as here, and then we have this closing bracket. Okay, so we will write the plus here. Okay, and we will pop it out, right? And what we will do then next, so I'm sorry, that this should be here actually. Okay, so in this way we popped out. Now we have the star left, so this star will be placed afterwards. So just a second, let me redraw it once for you. uh, okay, just a second. So let it be. So actually the postfix expression, if we start with the stack, so we have the stack. Initially we have nothing, so we have this starting bracket pushed into this, and inside the postfix string we have seen the A, so we will put A. Now we encountered this plus. Okay, so when we encountered this plus, and this is the opening bracket, so we need to have one closing bracket, of course. Okay, so for each opening bracket we need to have this closing bracket. So when we push this opening bracket, what we are expecting next, so we are expecting that if we have this plus, so we need to pop it out. Okay, and let's say if we place here plus, because here we have null symbol, so we place plus here. Okay, then we encountered B, so we will write B here. Now we encountered this. Now this is plus and this is having higher precedence than plus, so this is the closing bracket, right? So what we will do, we will pop out this plus and we will place this here. Okay, now we encountered a star. Okay, so when we encountered a star, so this is having higher precedence than star, so star will be placed here. Okay, this gets popped, like this is closing bracket, then we place the star, then we encountered this opening bracket. Now this star here, what does that means? This star is an operator. So we have this star, right? And we placed it here. Now when we encountered this is an opening bracket. So what we will do, we will pop out this star, right? Right. So in this way, what we have done, that if we pop out, then it will be like this. So this will be a wrong computation. So whenever we are dealing with bracket, we need to look, if we have are at the opening bracket, we need to look for the closing, of course. Okay. So that is how we proceed. So if let's redo it. Okay. So that is why when we encountered this closing bracket and after that we have encountered the star, then we need to pop this out. Okay, so that we have popped out this, like this is having the higher precedence and this is having the lower precedence. So we popped out this, right? And then we pushed the star here. Correct? Then we pushed a star and then again what we encountered this opening bracket. Now for this opening bracket we are having this higher precedence. So we will push this into this. Okay, this opening bracket is having higher precedence. So we will push this star into this. Then we encountered the C. Okay, so we write it here. Then we encountered the plus. Now plus is having lower precedence than this. Okay, so when we have the lower precedence, then what we do? We pop it out. Now, here we can't write it as that because the bracket is not we recognize it as an operator like this. So here we are encountering this plus. So we will compare the plus with star. Now, when we start comparing the plus with star, then definitely star is having the higher precedence. So we need to pop it out, then it will come here, right? But this is not the case here. So whenever we are dealing with this kind of brackets, so we need to look, when we have encountered the opening bracket, we need to encounter the closing bracket, right? So there has to be some analogy or there has to be some logic to be defined, so that once we encounter this opening bracket, then till that uh, the time till that we have not got this closing bracket, we won't be doing that operation. Like for this we have different operation, for this we have different operation. No, each this entry and exit, okay, has to be treated as one. Okay, so this way, otherwise it would create unnecessary confusion here and we will be getting wrong output. Okay, so that's all for this, and we will look for more example in the upcoming videos. Okay, thank you very much.